Europe, sometime before 1258. Courts sometimes need to call on God's help in difficult cases, especially if there are no eyewitnesses. The accused is then forced to undergo an ordeal to determine their innocence or otherwise. The idea is simple. God is all-seeing and all-knowing, and is a pretty right-on kind of guy, so, he'll let you off if you're innocent, won't he? Ordeals were sometimes no more than swearing an oath, but over time, three main types became common. Ordeal by fire. The accused held a red-hot iron bar and walked 10 or so steps with it. The hand with the burn was then tied into a leather bag and left for a few days. If the burn was infected when the bag was opened, you had your villain. Ordeal by water. The accused was tied up and thrown into a pond. Those who sank were deemed innocent and rescued if they hadn't drowned in the meantime. Those who struggled to stay afloat were guilty. Ordeal by boiling water. The accused had to reach into boiling water to pick up something from the bottom. Your guilt depended on how willing you were to go ahead and how well your burns healed. Ordeals eventually turned into dueling, with the accused facing his accuser in combat to prove his innocence. If he didn't quite fancy it, he could send someone else to fight instead, preferably some burly bodybuilder type in need of cash. This didn't count as cheating. The outcome was God's will, remember? Over the centuries, it became painfully apparent that God's judgment was, let's say, not entirely reliable. Trial by ordeal was eventually banned in 1258. We'll be back soon with more edifying examples of creative cruelty.